Merhaba Ali Asaf. Bir iki el oyun atayım dedim. Oo maşallah. Hepsi yukarı bakıyor lan. Süper abi. Vallahi süper. Şu dura koysun. Onu sonra kullanacağız. Messi Pele'yi hemen şey yapayım. Messi Pele. Pele. Şunu bir subscribe yapalım. Subscribe'ız only yapalım. Şunu bir kapatalım. Ne demiş? Dünden kaydetmiştim. Ne diye deyince bir dakika ne diye hadi amına koyayım be. Evet. Şimdi mesaj at.
Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you he's having a shot! Oh, crossbar! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Can he get on the end of this? Pele providing an outlet on that flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Knocks it into space. Rodri cuts it out. Desai. Gabriel. Now, can they get him away? Roberto Carlos looking to hit the byline here. Terrific effort! And it's Owen. And this is Ibrahimovic. De Rossi, not the most accurate pass. Rodri. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And this is Bale. Thuram gets it away. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Bale. Now it's Owen. It's Nedved! Takes a shot! Hazard. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Neatly clipped into space. Ball is over the line. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Bale. And he's picked out the run. And he's running through. Shapes to shoot. He's goal! Besiktas! Owen duly reaps his reward. Kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he's intervened well there. Rodri. This is a promising build-up. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And this is Bale. That's a shade optimistic. Rodri.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looking to play him in. Gabriel spots it and intercepts. Roberto Carlos. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Nothing wrong with that. There's the shot! It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty.
Hiçbir şey yapmadım. Amına tövbeler olsun ya. Hiçbir şey yapmadım ya. Göstereceğim ben sana şimdi.
Looking at a different game now. You've got to commend that, Peter. Can he finish? Turan plays it long. Oh, that's well spotted.
Merhaba Ali Asaf, merhaba. Demin ben cevap ver dedim ya sana. Duymadın mı acaba? Yazdığın mesajı.
Showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Tries to pass it through. Thuram. Pele. And it's Azar. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. The ball's come loose here. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he shoots! But he's left
Hızlı hızlı atmam lazım. 2 tane 3 tane. Böyle olmayacak.
Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
Now it's Bale. Can he spark a counter here? That's been cut out. Well played. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And this is Bale, and he is dashing away.
Ya Allah'ına kitabına vur oğlum Bale ya. Vur ya. Nasıl vuracağız daha öyle şimdi bunu vurmayacaksak ya? Ah oğlum, ah oğlum. Yiyeceğim ben bunu da dur sen.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So once again, we're underway. That's Nedved. Thuram. Messi. Rodri. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Azar looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Messi. Messi finds himself offside. Back on the ball again. Messi. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Thuram gets across to intercept that. That's a good ball out wide. Looking for options for movement. Ferdinand. Pele with the cross. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. It's Azar! He's put his foot right through that one.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
And no, that was never going to make it. This is Owen. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Messi is sharing after that one. Azar. Roberto Carlos. Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's one-on-one. Shot. Tries a shot. Goal! Besiktas! Into the lead once more. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Besiktas are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Besiktas have their lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Bale. And it's made its way to him. Oh, he's on his own! Oh, real chance! And that's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that really is so. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Hello everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan clubs.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome
players
to
on the pitch are
today's
raring to go any minute now.
Against Besiktas.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here.
Clarence Seedorf is good enough to mix it up there with the best on the planet.
In practically every position.
Yeah, he can perform a whole number of roles in keeping with that Dutch trait of total football, and he can have the swaying influence here too.
Del Piero. That has not gone well. Serginho. Akanji kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Del Piero. Look at the space here. Akanji did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Porro. Messi. Great work on the overlap. And he's managed to get free. Towering header! And would have been quick to recover. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
He's found the way. Chance for a shot! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Ball is over the line. Neither side yet able to find the net. Ferdinand does really well to win the ball there. Yeah. And this is Owen. Space for him to turn and look. Besiktas have got it back and they'll have another go. Now it's Messi. Pedro Porro. Edmilson. Front-footed pressing going on here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Akanji cuts out the pass. Akanji. Looking for options for movement. Oh, nice touch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, it's come loose. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Del Piero, and he's lost his man. Decent chance! Goal! Besiktas!
Mr. Del Piero.
So precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Besiktas have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's straight offside. Half an hour played now. Pedro Porro. He's picked his way through. And it's Seedorf. Now, can he find the finish? Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And now they can spring out of defence. Edmilson. Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's neat. Van Dijk. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, good take in a good area. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He's done very well to get to that.
Bale is offering a wry smile there.
Serginho. Aimed beyond the defence. Well timed, excellent interception. The most accurate pass. Pedro Porro. And it's Bellingham. Seedorf. And it's Ronaldinho. And Serginho. And he's forced to go back. And it's a crossfield
There
ball
will be
towards
1
the other
minute
flank.
added time.
Good ball, that too.
Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Knocks it into space. Played out wide. Just eases him off the ball. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Besiktas just about ahead. 1-0 at the break. Second period is on the way. Besiktas currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from them.
That is a brilliant interception. Serginho. Edmilson. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Porro. Pedro Porro ventures forward. And that's been won straight back. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And this is Owen. Pedro Porro. And Edmilson. Vieira produces the perfect tackle there. He's shifting through the gears here.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Seedorf tries to play it through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Besiktas just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Serginho's cross.
Feyenoord really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Seedorf gets across to intercept that. Great vision. Cross to the back post. That's a lovely, neat pass. Feyenoord appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose this time, surely! Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face to face with his great rival. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Porro. No, it's Del Piero. It's a pretty loose pass. Serginho.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
That's a shade optimistic. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Bale! Gareth glittering Bale! A finish right from the top draw. And look what it means to them. This is a position of... And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Just a quick announcement, it's now time for our special lottery. Please grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through the gates.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, a lot has been said, Peter, about this guy, Julian Alvarez. I remember him from his breakout performance back in 2020 in the group stages of Latin America's greatest club competition, where I'm pretty sure I remember he got 5 goals and an assist. Well, back then, I saw him as a very versatile forward who could play anywhere across the line, so this is a great guy to have in your squad.
Yeah, still certainly be leaning heavily on him. Looking for options, shapes to shoot! Maldini pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Pull it. Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's superb. Vieira. Well-timed, excellent interception. Looking for the run. Rummenigge, and the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Rice. Not a bad start to the game, a chance at either end already. Pelé. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bale puts them all in. Vieira. Pull it. Oh, well measured. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Tries to play it through. Great ball, and he's in here. There's the shot! Goal! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Takes a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He's on it. Can he get away? He's Rummenigge! Mbappe.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mbappe. Chance! And it's in! Quite incredible spell. They are flying. Simplicity itself.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And now he has 2. Besiktas are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, good play by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's been slipped through. Getting up there! That wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Orospunun çıkardı. Soğudayım mı diyor. Ne yapıyor oyunu? Kanını siktiğim. Senin amına koyacağım ben, beklesen. Hiçbir şey yaptığı da yok ha. Oyundan çıkmayacaksa hiçbir şey yaptığı yok. Anan amına girsin diyeceğim. Anam. Ah be. Niye atamadı onu be?
Intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Yeah. Yeah. Rummenigge. And it's Hullet. Rice. Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
No, again there's no way through. It's Bale! Yes! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Besiktas find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can say.
Uf.
And that is high.
Ne oldu bugün? Maşallahım var. Bir kere maşallah. Nazarlardan değil.
This is a promising build-up. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. And here's Suarez. He's found... It's Luis Suarez!
He was berating his defence before making the save. And he's at it again now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pele. Turns back here, probably the best option. Can he get onto this?
Yeah, that will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a risky ball, you've got to say.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's played through for him. Bale. Great
Ay.
That is a gem!
Çok pis çakarım. Çok pis çakarım.
They are purring.
Affetmem.
Purring.
Oh, aradan geçiver be. Aradan geçiver be. Gitmiyor mu hala? Ulan Polonyalı seni. Gitmiyor mu?
And it's only half.
Öyle yapacaksan olmaz bak.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. Keep it up for. Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Besiktas looking unstoppable, unbeatable. And in case you're wondering, yes, that really is the scoreline. And so the action is resumed. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Rice. De Rossi. Now it's Pele.
Besiktas have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Rice. Passes short and sharp. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bale has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
Alvarez.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Rafael Varane. And this is Luis Suarez.
Oh, great feat that.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Rummenigge. Rummenigge! Oh, good finish. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
benches. Barcelona still making a fight of this. Threads one in. Oh, well measured. Now can he find a finish? And again! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to him. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And this is Eto. Look at the space here. De Rossi can so cleverly bypass the press. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Platini. Besiktas do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. That looks a decent ball. That's a cute ball. Desai cuts it out. And this is Eto. Tries to pass it through. That's been intercepted. And it's Varane. Vieira. Some really good ball movement. Vieira.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's found support out wide. Bale gets into a good position. And he's managed to gift it back. Just a quarter of an hour to play. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Mbappe. Vieira. Can he get it through? Vieira really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
He's had it taken off him. Mbappe! Good read, needed to be. Cruyff. Now it's Eto. This looks promising. Oh, that's fabulous. Platini. Shot, surely! And it's come back out to him. No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, he certainly reacted.
Şu anda atak yapmıyoruz. Defans yapmaya uğraşıyoruz. Ha?
Closure in the end.
Desai kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Yavaş be, yavaş be.
Varane. And this is Cruyff. He's beaten the line. And the finish! And he's stuck it away. And they are right back within touch. That really is quite fabulous. All of his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 16.
Time for a change in personnel. So could they be onto something here?
Maldini. Number 28.
Mbappe.
Number 2.
Cannavaro.
Coming on the field. Number 10. Sado.
Great vision.
Number 20.
And this is Bale.
Number 11.
Cross is blocked. And that's a goal. Besiktas and their second corner now. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Platini. And he's got away from him. Oh, just a keep. Goes for a shot. It's a goal. Deep into injury time. The The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to...
So that's it. It is all over. Besiktas pull through. Sometimes by hook or by
4-0'dan 4-3'e getirtmem benim hatam ya. Adamın oynadığından değil yani. Bakalım bu adam yukarıdaydı gibi. Ha 760. sıradaki adamın amına koymadım mı ben şimdi?
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who were able to do that at the highest level like him.
Oh, they could break here. He's picked his way through. Pinches it off him. Bale. That has been cut short. And it's Zambrotta. Raul. De Rossi. And that is a little undercooked. Del Piero. Caught offside that time. Besiktas have reclaimed it. Pull it. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Looking to play him in. Ronaldinho's delivery. Dida claims it. Safe hands.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Owen. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
That has not gone well. First quarter of an hour gone. And it's Nedved. And that interception was most necessary. That's been slipped through.
Well, Neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And here's Raul. Nedved. And he's straight offside. Yaya Toure. He is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Passing is crisp and sharp. Del Piero. Given offside once more. It's a pretty loose pass. That is good alertness. Now it's Owen. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Bale. He's shifting through the gears here. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Ronaldinho. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aimed beyond the defence. Del Piero picks it up out wide. Header!
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And he was quick to react. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And here's Hullet. Knocks it into space. Hullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
No, that was never going to make it. And this is Owen. Bale. Ronaldinho. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Oh, shooting chance!
Sen nasıl bir adamsın? Sen nasıl bir adamsın arkadaş?
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. This is Owen, and he's worked it through. Oh, Red, nice interception. Zambrotta. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Del Piero going after that. And he's had it nicked away. Besiktas leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. He won't be happy with that one. That's the end of the first 45. It's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Reflections on the first half?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Besiktas leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. Back on the way then. Besiktas currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Nedved. Del Piero. And it's Nedved. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Cross goes in there. Oh, great leap! And that's a tidy finish. They are
let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Oh, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Bonucci spots it and intercepts. Tries to play it through. And this is Del Piero. And the through ball. Oh, that's a fine interception. Ledjed. This is a promising build-up. Threads one in. He's found space here. Del Piero gets into a good position. This is and the finish! Goal! Besiktas! And they get themselves in front! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Owen demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Great vision. Zambrotta. Nicely weighted ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Yaya Toure. And here's Ronaldinho.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
This is our chance! And now it's a race for the ball. Ronaldinho. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. No way through. Looking for the run. Can he get on the end of this? This is Del Piero. Del Piero! A well-taken goal. But oh, it's offside.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
Moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Now it's Del Piero. It's Maldini. And it's been played through. The most accurate pass. He's done very well to take that back. Raul. It's Raul! Oh, crossbar! Bale. Yaya Toure. Into the last quarter of an hour. Pass isn't the best. Can he get it through?
Sao Paulo really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Nedved! Owen might just make this. And he's intervened well there. Nedved. Ronaldinho is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, super find. Can he finish? And there's a goal. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Çıktı adam da.
It's mystifying
Neyse.
that a player of
Ben yine de değiştirem. Çıkmaz mıkmaz.
And he picked them off instead.
Çıktı adam da. Evet.
And that's it.
Güle güle kardeş.
That's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me.
Niye 12 arttırıyor? Nerede 20? Nerede 30? Allah'ım yarabbim ya.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So we're very much on the way now. Manchester United have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked out the run. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. You know, for me, Peter, there's a deep-lying playmaker out there who's as good as it comes. Pep Guardiola. As composed as he is clever, he always acts as the key pivot in forming attack after attack.
Yeah, he's a bit of a manager on the pitch.
Well, astute is the word.
Koundé picks it up out wide. And he's managed to gift it back. Lofted upfield. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And this is Owen. Stood up well to him there. Besiktas have a free kick. Maldini. Quarter of an hour played. Maldini. Oh, crazy! And that's a sharp finish. And this is Bale. He's found a way through. And Del Piero! Goal! Besiktas! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to play it through. That's the keeper's ball. And he cuts out the supply. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well timed. Excellent interception. Some resolute defending there. And this is Bale. And this is Owen. Owen! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Is number 9, Michael Owen.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Looking to play him in. Del Piero looking to receive it in space. No, that's been intercepted. Vieira is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Bellingham. And it's Lampard. Now it's Del Piero.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Half an hour played now. Aimed beyond the defence. And the pass is intercepted. Bellingham. Knocks it into space. That's going wide left. Mbappe. Threads one in. And it's Lampard. Guardiola. Besiktas looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Now it's Villa. And this is Bale. He's good running with the ball. And this is Del Piero. Del Piero, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Adriano, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Driving on and making good progress.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious.
Big chance! Decent chance, made possible by a very decent ball.
Well, the quality of the supply has been acknowledged. Shame, that's when the quality ended.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's shifting through the gears here. And Del Piero! Oh, crossbar! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the last.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that.
Welcome to
The
today's
stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, and the two wide.
And a chance! And he's done it! And that's got him off to a flyer!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Besiktas finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Pedro Porro promptly onto that, and that is that. Kagawa. And it's Bergvall. Now it's Mbappe.
Oh, great feat that.
Oh, super fine. Kagawa! Hits it! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Liverpool are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's going to be gets messy. Besiktas are already two behind. Awful start. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Besiktas clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Bergveld. Can he get it through? Now this could be a chance. And the shot! And there's a goal! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Besiktas cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum is shifting here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, played right into his path. Nice interception, well timed. Liverpool have got it back and they'll have another go. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Gerrard. Now he's got space here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gerrard with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner.
Besiktas really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
KONAMi. Now it's Mbappe. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. This is Del Piero. And Owen! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Gerrard. He's found a way past. Yeah, cannot be beaten that easily. Aims beyond the defence. He's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Kagawa. This might spell danger. Decent chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. Del Piero. Besiktas are looking to go forward now. That's an and no mistake. They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Looking tidy in possession here. Mbappe. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Gerrard. Gerrard. It's a good start position here. Looking for options for movement. De Rossi. And they can counter here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Gerrard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's lost it, takes a shot! And he hits the net! Into the lead once more! That really is... And that is all they have time for. Oh, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
And this is a quick reminder to let you know that you'll be able to catch today's match broadcast live on our club's FM station.
So, into the second half.
Besiktas really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Pinged towards the front line. Ferdinand gets over and intercepts. Gerrard. And Bergvall. Gerrard. That is good pressure, just pounded him off it. Well, that looks a decent ball. Shot could be on. Shot at goal! Oh, that's fabulous! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And this is Del Piero. Alaba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gerrard. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Kagawa.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Has a look and plays it forward. And it's Gerrard. And he's gone backward here. And the shots! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Mbappe. Hazard. That's a lovely, neat pass. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He has found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cannavaro wins the duel this time.
Substitution on the field. Number 14. Coming on the field is number 24. Bruno Grimaldi.
Gerrard.
Substitution in progress.
Besiktas do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And the finish! Not the most accurate pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Del Piero. Look at this.
Aman ako tumba.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Alaba can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. He's a sharp little ball here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Owen. That looks a cracking ball. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
This is a promising build-up. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Mbappe. The Rossi does well to get it back. Looking to play him in. He's through here. This is... looks like he just tells him to get back up again. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way would qualify as a steal.
Now, can they get him away? That has been cut short.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Ooh, Bismillah.
Game of thrills! This might just do it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they ended at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
So intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That is expertly dealt with. Now it's Pele. That is a little undercooked. Now it's Darwin. Knocks it into space, and he shoots!
Ananı bacını götünden sikeyim. Amına kodumunun oyunu. Amına kodumun oyunu. Ananı bacını sikeyim amına kodumun oyunu. Anasını avradını siktiğimin oyunu. Allah belanı versin oyun gibi senin. Kanını siktiğimin oyunu. Amına kodumun oyunu. Ya Allah'ım, Allah'ım. Amına kodumun oyunu ya.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Besiktas.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We're up and running then. Well, you would think that the name Luis Suarez on any team sheet is sufficient to make any opponent shiver.
I think I'd struggle to name a striker who's better at playing his position.
So what would you say is his outstanding characteristic, Jim? What makes him special?
Well, I'm going to have to say it's his winning mentality, that doggedness, that ruthlessness, the desire to win at all costs.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Ronaldinho shoots! Ronaldinho! Wow!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match.
Luis Suarez. Decent chance! And that's a tiny finish.
2-0, and in next to no time.
Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
The Netherlands are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Aims beyond the defence. Owen. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Baggio will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Pretty robust defending.
That's pretty clear, it is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. He'll fancy himself from here. Hello! It's bounced back off the post.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And this is Roberto Baggio. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's in on goal. Oh, what a mistake! And a chance! Not a bad try by any means.
Del Piero is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Mateus, and it's Baggio. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, strongly challenged there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
Now, can they get him away? Roberto Baggio. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he plays one through. Now he's running away. Big chance! Messi, very much a man of this moment. Mateus. Pirlo. Mateus. Roberto Baggio. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Just too high.
Look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Desai picks it up from the goal kick.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Mateus. And it's Baggio. That's beautifully weighted. Luis Suarez! Looked to surprise the keeper, but missed the target.
Well, it was probably, for him, the best option, but then again, I'm not the best judge of that.
It's Owen. Oh, that is a good, real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's had it nicked away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Messi. Some resolute defending there. Besiktas are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And this is Luis Suarez. Suarez was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Marcelo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Thuram. Played back to the goalkeeper. Buffon, dominant, commanding, a true colossus between the posts. Roberto Baggio. Pirlo. Oh, that's a key interception.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Bale. That's a shade optimistic. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So your views on the first half?
Besiktas really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. We're on the move again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal, and
It's Luis Suarez! And he has kept it out somehow.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
The Netherlands with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Besiktas are looking to go forward now. This Del Piero! Messi. Looking for the run. No way through there. Pirlo. Roberto Baggio, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Del Piero, he has found a way through. Yep, it's a corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he was quick to react. Triol. Yeah.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Now that looks a decent ball. Tries to pass it through. Mateus, never out of the action for very long. Cafu, Vieira shows great strength. Oh, super ball! And Owen! Oh, it's hit the post! Pirlo. And it's Marcelo. And Mateus. Roberto Baggio. Knocks it into space. Bale. This is Owen. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that is a nice touch. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Could be danger here. Del Piero! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Del Piero cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter.
Substitution for Netherlands.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Cafu. Number 17. Mateo.
The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way.
Messi. Coming on the field. Number
Lam.
22.
Besiktas perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Number 21.
Marcelo receives it in a wide position.
Number
It's going across goal.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
And here's Baggio. Baggio purring through the gears. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pirlo, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Where it came from. Marcelo providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, good climb! Oh, and again! Just cruising! They are cruising! Off by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foe. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. In with the challenge. And here's Suarez. Let's a look and place it forward.
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's having a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He won't be happy with that one. They played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's been cut out. Well played. Looking to play him in. That's destined for the flank. Owen shapes to shoot. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Owen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Besiktas with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And the finish! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Cannavaro makes the interception. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, nicely intercepted. Del Piero makes a dash for it. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And he plays one through. Here's found. Oh, shooting chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
He's going for goal! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
He's felt that, hasn't he? Rodri is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rodri really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, he's goal side. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Bale. Owen. And he's cut it out. Beckham.
Miami always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And here's Yamal. De Rossi gets a foot in here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Maldini. And he cuts out the supply. Rodri. Now it's Yamal. Mateus, never out of the action for very long. And this is Luis Suarez. Suarez is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. He's got plenty of space out wide here. It's a pretty loose pass. Mateus. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rodri. Nicely aimed pass. And Jamal. Stood up well to him there. Threads one in. Owen. And Owen! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Tries to pass it through. Great ball, and he's in here. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So straight into the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first. That's just playing it safe and simple.
De Rossi, lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Jamal. Oh, what a ball! Knocks it into space. And now the breakaway. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Almost an hour gone. And the pass is intercepted. Rodri. And here's Jamal. Knocks it out wide. That's where it came from. Mateus. Nice sequence of passes this. Aims beyond the defence. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Owen is onto it in a flash. Besiktas have it back and can go again. Jamal. Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! And it's in! And there is your opener. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Substitution on the field. Number 32.
So we have movement on both benches.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Number 3.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow.
Shot, surely!
27.
And for a moment, time stood still.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Vieira does really well to win the ball there. That is ended up in no man's land. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Besiktas are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Del Piero. No way through.
Besiktas really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's on it. Can he get away? That has been slung wide. Very nicely done. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Can he get it through? Saliba spots it and intercepts. Well, this could be it. Bar something close to a minor miracle. There's the shot! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Del Piero. Oh, that was vital. Mateus. Spread it left. Serginho.
Sal bırak.
Davids. Now, can they get him away?
Amına koyayım, nazar ettim kendi kendime bırak ya.
We cut out.
1786 oldum.
Danger here.
Götüm kalktı. Nazar ettim amına.
Mateus.
Önüme geleni yendim.
See things others simply cannot. This is Luis Suarez. Now it's Hullet. Hullet stood his ground strong. He's been bundled over. That is a foul.
Kalmadı da yenildik ya. Yeniliyoruz, bunu da yeniliyoruz.
Taken.
Sinir oldum amına kodum ya. Tam çıkacağız amına.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beck.
Bırakayım bari ya. Uğraşırsam daha beter olacak. Şimdi sinir oldum. Baksana şu son 2 maçı yenildik işte. Amanım kaçtan beri oynuyorum. Mahvettim, hiç kırmızı yoktu. Olan bu yani. Şu şerefsizler. Bakın bu neredenmiş? Görüyor musun? 1900. Bu yenildiğim orospu çocuğu. Çok 148. sıra. Ona bakarsan gittik yendik biz. Kaçın 760. sıradaki adam 4-0 yeniyordum. Sonradan ikinci yarıda 4-3 yaptı. Yenemedi yine de. Yani bırakacağım ben 745. Akşam denerim bir daha. Az vermeye başlıyor amına kodum. 11. Mahvettim adamı da 4-0 yendim. Hem 4-0. Bırakacağım ya. 1745 gece bir daha deneriz. Çıkıyordum ya. 1786'ydım ya. Amına kodumun çocukları ya. 106 nereden gelmiş lan? Vallahi ilginç. Şuna bir atalım bakalım. bunu atayım da gideceğim. İnşallah ya. Şeye tek atsam güzel olur. Ne o? İsmini söyleyeceğim mi? Söylemiyorum. Zor ismi. Şu herife. Schweinsteiger mi? Ne boksa işte. Söylüyordum aslında ben onun ismini de. Öteki ikisi lazım değil bana ya. Ne yapayım onu ben? Olmadı işte. Yapacak bir şey yok. Yapacak bir şey yok. Görüşürüz gençler bakayım. İyi gittik de olmadı işte. Tam çıkıyordum ya. Havamı da yakaladıydım. Önüme geleni tokatladım. Yayının başından beri bakabilirsiniz. Son 2 maçta piç ettik amına koyayım ya. Baksana hiç yeşil şey kırmızı yoktu ta oraya kadar. Zaten 16'sı. Bugün kaçı? O da 2 gün kalmış. Çıksam iyi olur ya. Bakalım. Akşam oynayacağız. Görüşürüz. Kendinize iyi bakın gençler.